All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's beautiful podcast. This is Beninfo 247 Business Podcast. As you can see, I'm your host, Henry Okooboh, and I'm the entrepreneur. With me, I have my brother, Bros J Osaigbovo, the tech master. Give it to the Gorimakpa, the shiny hair. Then, moving on to the next, we have Madam Samiath, the manager, the OOP, operation, Madam with all the sauce, everything that has to do with you following with people and all that, and talking up and down, all the formalities and legalities, that is the Madam for you. So, on this episode of this particular podcast, we're going to be discussing about businesses you can start in Benin Republic successfully. Now, this podcast is very, very unscripted, which simply means that we're going to be giving it to you raw as possible. So, guys, what do you guys think? And what do you think is the business that one can literally start doing today in this city of Cotonou, Benin Republic? What business can someone start? Just top of your head, what do you think is most lucrative business right now?
The most lucrative business right now would be something that is related to the field of cosmetics. Any product that you are selling that targets women and children.
Okay, women and children.
Women and children, because they are the ones who make the decision, the purchase decision, and they are able to influence the men who can actually dig into their pockets and get the money to get the product. So anything that is targeted towards women and children
is what will fly right now. Wow. So what now? Let's say somebody wants to start that kind of business. What will it take the person? Like, what would the person need to have to start that kind of business?
Okay, basically requirements for how we registration, basic registration. Yeah. There at the Chamber of Commerce in the Republic, we go and register.
Chamber of Commerce. All right, guys. If you guys don't know about Chamber of Commerce, we're going to leave the link below so that you can go see all the requirements.
Okay, so like from the Chamber of Commerce to register, there's a form that you have to fill online. It takes at most a week. Okay, on paper it says that it takes 3 days, but like with lateness, bureaucracy, and all that, at most a week, you get your registration done.
And that is where you need to start cosmetic business in Benin Republic.
That is the first step.
What next?
And after that,
that's like registration now.
That's the registration.
Then after registration, what next?
You need to clear yourself with what we call, it's more or less the equivalent of the food and drug, but in Nigeria. So we want.
Okay, in Nigeria, that is like NAFDAC.
NAFDAC. Here it is Dana, and then you register with them to certify that depending on the product that you are selling, if your product are imported, you don't need to register with them. But if you make some of those products, you need to register with them. The thing is that people who are selling cosmetics, they generally import. They already have an existing market, and they build on that market want to make their own product.
So, but what if somebody now import? Because you say if like somebody, if you import it, you don't need all those process of the Dana.
Yes.
What if, let's say, you import and the product is not? How will the government know about it?
Is there any regulation? Is there any regulation that regulate? Is there any rule that regulates the kind of product that you must sell after importing it to the masses?
If your product is under the category of food, yes, you have to go to the line, even if it is imported.
Okay.
But if it is a cosmetic is not something that you are directly ingesting. So there's a form you fill at the custom. Yeah. So the moment you have already filled that form at the custom analyze those sort of statistics and channel it to the right service on your behalf. So the Dana mainly take care of things that are made in Benin, and things that are imported that is related to food, and things that are made in Benin also. Products that are like related to skin and all those things. Yeah. The Dana takes care of those ones.
Okay. All right. So now that we know that the first product for you to go into based on our own suggestion and recommendation, and this is no financial advice or business advice. If you want a business advice, book a call and have the right process followed. But this is just what we think based on popular opinion. Now, Mr. Joshua, let's ask you, if I want to start a cosmetic business, what tools, what technology do I need to run this kind of business?
Starting a cosmetic business. You learn it much. You really need a system, like let's say a laptop.
What will I be using laptop for?
You use your laptop to get like some few designs, research, because when you want to go into business, you need to make research in your business. So you need laptop to make your research, and then to know the kind of designs that you want to use for your labeling, and also for your selling. You want to create a website so you can publish the product, and also if you want to post on social media, yes, you can use your phone. You can also use a laptop. It's also good. And again, your sales, when you sell, you need where to store your details and your set record. So you need a laptop for that. Then you need your phone for the advertising, like on social media, like TikTok, Instagram. Of course, we all know that TikTok don't allow you to upload some certain kind of things on this system, such as pictures and all those things. So you need a phone to do that. And as well, Instagram, you also need a phone for that. And so many other social media.
So basically, technology consign, when it comes technology-wise in this business, simply means that if you have a laptop or a phone, you should be good to go as far as technology is concerned to run this particular business. Now, but what if somebody don't have laptop? Does it mean that phone as gadget, as technology is concerned, won't phone still get the job done?
Yeah, of course, the phone can get the job. And like, look, smartphones these days, even take the role of a laptop business, because you can even do your editing of pictures on your phone now. Can be able on your phone. If you have Canva, when you go and download Canva, you do your logo design for Canva. You do your what are they calling it? Label design on Canva. So and all this can be done on phone. So you can literally do all this on phone. And the other Google Drive. Google Drive is available on phone.
So basically, your phone will be like the first gadget you will need. Then you can now start upgrading
to laptop and other. Yes, you can't. When you put your laptop, there are some people that will just like, to store their stuff from their phone to their laptop. Yes, because they might not have the time to always have access to the internet at any particular time. So just in case you don't have internet, if it's in your laptop, you can easily access it. So that's another benefit of having both of them.
Okay. So basically, as far as business is concerned, that's what we call bootstrapping. So bootstrapping is what is the smallest thing that you can be able to use to start your business, and you continue to take every single step that you need to take. Like in bootstrapping, you don't need to think about all the steps, all the phone, all the regulation. For instance, as an entrepreneur, if I want to start this business that you recommend now, like one of the business to do in Benin Republic, yes, I would think about the regulation and all those stuff. And I would think about having the gadget. But if you want to go real deep as an entrepreneur who just want to start now, that's what we call bootstrapping. Bootstrapping allows you to start the most important step now that will get you going. Then later, you can figure out all the other important things. For instance, if you want to bootstrap, you don't necessarily need to go and start registration before you start the product, before you start selling. Yes. So you just go, have your flyer, tell people that you have a product. You don't even have the product then. People are interested, you begin to get interest, then you order the product and you start selling. You start selling the product after some time, then you say, you know what, let me take it to the next level. Let me go and register it so that I can have access to some other things. Then you look at this point, you're still using only your phone. You're not using any other gadgets. In fact, you don't need any other gadget. You just need the internet and your phone, because you can literally access every other thing that you need to access. even your Facebook advert, your Facebook campaign, every single thing you can do with your phone at this point, because you are following what we call the lean startup. Lean startup simply means the smallest requirement that you need to start this particular business, right? So if I want to start a cosmetic business, that's what I will do. I will start it with my phone. I will go out and will start advertising from people that I know on my contact list with my WhatsApp. On my WhatsApp status, on my Facebook, on my Instagram, I will start to post it. I will start creating short videos and posting. I get whoever is distributing it or selling me the product, I get the product down and I start marketing. I start selling and making profit right away before I will now go and start talking about registration, more gadgets, because you need to know even if the business is going to be worth it or not. If it's a business that you want to go to do long term or not. So that's it about starting a makeup this thing. But let's look at the statistics. How many female do we have in Benin Republic? Like compared to male, what is like the ratio? Is that number listen? We can actually check it out.
We can check it out. Like we are around 5 million, more than 5 million inhabitants.
Okay, more than 5 million inhabitants were in Benin Republic or in Cotonou alone.
In the Republic.
Benin Republic,
let them be what either population.
No, statistics said 12 million or 15 million. But let's check it. Ratio of male to female in Benin Republic. I'm teaching you guys how to do research right now.
Like the known is like 49%.
Okay, male is 49%, female is 51.
50.7%.
50.7%. So that is like almost the same. So if we have total of 12, let's say 12 million, so we have like 6 million female. But how many of those female are adults female?
Current population 13 million. Like 13.3 million.
So we have 30.3 million people in this country. This number, does it include foreigners? Yes. Everybody?
It put it foreigners that were in Benin at the time of
the census. Beautiful. Okay, so if we are looking at this amount of people, how many of them are females from 18 years upward? Because that's a group of people that literally, we can say, are into using of makeup.
Nowadays, but they don't wait for 18 years again for get this call already. 15 years.
So okay, let's give it 16. Let's give it 16. So we can check it out and see how many people how many female are 16 and above.
16 and above.
Yes.
Based on the statistics,
yes,
is about 15. From 15 to 54 years.
So how many would those people be now? How many of them?
We have like 3 million.
Like would that be like 3 million people? So you have a market of 3 million females that you can serve with makeup. But let's say not everybody's gonna be into makeup. So we have like let's say 40% of them. Or what do you think? Let's say what is the ratio of females that make up and females that don't make up? 90%.
Like from the population from 15 years going, 90%.
90% make up.
90% make up.
Like Beninese. Because
what type of cosmetic here? Cosmetic and they all use cream.
Yes.
People use
cream, makeup.
100% of them use cream. When it comes to makeup, you're talking about the coloring, the color,
yes, you know
all that. What else is really light, as well as being foundation or simple powder, okay, you have all of them. Now, heavy makeup, you have about 90% of them. Because bottom line is that when it comes to events, all of them use makeup.
Okay, so let's say 90% of people use one kind of cosmetic or the other, female. So that would be like 90% of 3 million. That would be like 2.9 million people who will be using makeup in Benin Republic. So is that a good amount of number of people to sell teas to? Is that enough? Because we have a lot of people doing makeup business.
Okay. Now, if you see what you understand. Yeah. The total of female is around 6.6 million. And you are getting half of it, like half of them, into that are young. And out of that half, we still have like more than half of them that uses makeup. So I think for me it's just yes. That it depends on the kind of makeup.
Okay, no, now we don't need to go into specifics. Let's just assume general cosmetics. So cosmetic business will be a very good business to start with.
Exactly. One thing I also wanted to add is that cosmetic business is very you can actually stretch it, expandable. So it starts from sanitary for children to adults. So it's like selling cream, like you use cream for family. If you're selling soap, you're using soap for family, which includes male and female. And you can also sell a lot of other items, such as like sometimes we put toothpaste, we can put it under the category of cosmetic as well. So like personal hygiene product, I also put under those categories. Generally, when you need a personal hygiene product,
that's if you want to go broad now. If you want to go broad and try to see what other things that are closely related that we can also sell. But again, if you are doing business, you will most likely want to narrow down to a specific group of people so that you can have one product first. If you are starting, maybe after some time, you can decide to now increase your reach by selling products that are a little bit broad. For instance, if I'm selling a cream that, if I want literally in business, we call it a niche. So you must have a particular niche, particular demography that you want to set the business appeal to. And also there's psychography, which means how they think, how they spend money, like how they behave. What are they thinking? Why are they buying your products? Because a lot of people are looking fair, are looking bright, and social media is influencing people to get melanin skin and all that. Now they are influenced, psychography, they are influenced to be using certain products. So you want to target specific amount of people, right? Specific market. So you want to look at, okay, if I want to go into a product for cosmetics, maybe I just go into cream. Let me get cream that makes people fair or dark, or for dark people. So you will not want to go into, maybe you go cream and soap for that would be like a specific niche. But you don't want to go into cream after cream. You don't want to go into brush, toothpaste, and you say, oh, since you are washing your face with the cream, you can also brush your teeth.
Yeah, that one, actually, that one again, it depends on the kind of product you are selling and your position in the chain, in the supply chain.
Yes.
If you are the one who is importing the containers and you are doing real estate, of course, you cannot do everything. But if you are a retailer, who just be cheap, it was a huge mistake on your part not to have a little bit of everything. But so like that, if you want to verify this, you can simply go to the supermarkets, their cosmetics area. You see that they have a wider range of products. When you go to pharmacy, even in the pharmacy, they have a wider range of products when it comes to the cosmetic area. So these are things that you should be looking at.
You know, actually, to
be able to maximize.
Always think that when you say cosmetics, I don't look at cream as cosmetics.
Okay.
Yes, I was going to look at cosmetics as foundation, powder, lipstick, for me to that cosmetics. When you say cream, I don't look at it as cosmetics.
Okay, you were thinking that those things are not cosmetics. No, cream is ever. All right, so let's talk about another business. So now, what other business do we think people can start? Especially, Cotonou is filled with students and expatriates. So people who come to Benin Republic will be like, okay, what can I do? So what business can a foreigner or somebody who just entered Benin Republic or who is planning to come into Benin Republic, what business can do we think is very good for somebody to start? What business?
Sewing metal.
Yes. Or somebody who is planning to come into Benin Republic. Now, you don't know the city. Yes, you don't know the terrain at all.
Like in Benin, we have perceptions about certain kind of products, certain kind of nationality providing best type of product. So, like when it comes to Lebanese, for example, we believe that when it comes to food, their food is very nice because they're the one want to buy shawarma. Never be now we're going to buy shawarma from a Nigerian. We rather go and buy shawarma from a Lebanese because we believe that Lebanese will give you the best quality of shawarma. So, when it comes to business of cars, we believe that Lebanese are better at it. That they will give you a better quality, you have enough connection to give you the cars that are the latest, like not too old, not cars that are too old and all that, and they give you good prices. So the same thing applies also like when we manage they are good with towns. When it comes to car business, construction business, like their products are okay. That's Lebanese and Arab. Now for Nigerians, for example, when it comes to Nigerians, we trust Nigerians with clothing. Clothing, wear female clothing, casual wear. Like we do trust them parents, speakers, we do trust them with that.
Yes,
Higher extension, exactly. Makeup as well. Makeup, exactly. And daily, we try and dye and daily product. And that is some, even though that niche looks is now, it might appear says that to some Nigerians. But we believe that if I want to buy Ashoki, I would prefer to buy Ashoki from Nigeria than buying no, that's the way for Benin. No, I never. Now, the way people understand. Yes, but we do stand that in Benin. Yeah, Togo. It is across the entire region, up to Cote d'Ivoire. They are doing that.
Okay, so basically now, if I'm a Nigerian, indigenous people would trust me more to give them products that have to do with clothes, cosmetics, products that have to do. What about? But Nigerians are very good with food. They don't understand food.
Certain kind of food, not all jollof rice. Yeah, we have jollof rice. They'll be trusted with jollof rice. They'll be trusted with some soup like that. Amala. It's not well known because we don't have a lot of like any food that is Igbo is not well known here. They've been talking about it. They trust Nigerians with the amala, the giri. I don't trust Nigerians.
If you're a Nigerian thinking about running a restaurant, you want to do a restaurant business, you should think about doing things that is being trusted in the past in Benin Republic so that your market can strive better. But that is not to say that you cannot enter into a new business that Nigerians are not known for, or Lebanese are not known for, or any other person. You can venture into any type of business, but this is just to give you the preconception, like the notion that the people here already have about expatriate or about foreigners. Okay, so
but also the way to take and the tech,
all right. So who did they trust? Who did they trust when it comes to technology? Who would they trust? Who do Beninese trust more to provide them with the best of technology, phones, gadgets, electronics products?
Not Europeans. Tell Nigerians if the business is registered, they need to see a business that is registered for them to be able to trust a Nigerian. Then this double feeling about Nigerians that if you can easily get single, you can get something that is cheap, but yet you're not sure of the quality, and you don't know whether you can real this quality when it comes to electronic equipment. You should be able to enjoy your warranty on the products.
you would enjoy
The warranty of the product. The warranty. Exactly. Like if your product if there's a problem with your product, you should be able to return it and get it fixed. And with electronic particularly. So all the shops where people are selling the class,
yes.
will go and buy at high price have to be shops that are registered. And they don't need to know that it is run by Nigerian, but they just need to know that the prices are okay. And we have, in line with that, we have a lot of businesses where we have, those businesses are owned by Nigerians, but most of the people in Benin don't know, but they are owned by Nigerians. Like when you are buying Infinix, that representative of Infinix in Cotonou, it's a Nigerian. A representative of Techno in Cotonou are Nigerian.
So that means when it comes to the technology market in Benin Republic, we can literally see that a lot of Nigerians dominate the that electronics, not phone and phone accessories. So that's a business that we can see. The majority of people would trust Nigerians to be able to provide them with quality and good service. That's for you. Yeah, for the new electronics.
And the reason why is because, most Nigerians, they are the ones that normally go to those companies and want to
Granted the license to be distributors and dealers.
most people. Like, okay, if it is, there is a Nigerian man that actually went there and gets that. There is to be the one, the Chevrolet builder. So, as you are doing, you are the only source. You just send it to you, and then do that estimate. Right? Yes. So most of all those products, that's how they do it. And it's mostly the people that go out to get those kind of things more than the other.
Okay, let's talk about restaurant business. Because if you go to Benin Republic, you have three kind of business that is so in part that you can see literally everywhere in Benin Republic. Number one is pharmaceutical and business, like pharmacy. You have a lot of pharmacy. Number two, supermarket. Then you have restaurants. You have a lot of restaurants in Benin Republic. Is it because people here like to eat food so much?
Meanwhile, like
Good food.
They like good food and
they like good food, or that's why they like events.
they have to be.
Yes. And you'll see that the budget when it comes to events around phenomenal. It's very good. People are like the diversity of the food also. They don't necessarily discriminate, and they're curious. Like one thing that I've noticed about Benua, certain kind of foods that are not typically Benua food have become part of us. Like Acheke, which is a Nigerian and Ivorian food. Now it's not part of our normal diet. We take Acheke like the way you take rice. Something like it. Like at a spot like Congo never leave a food that is a meal that comes from Togo, Ghana. But now it's part of us. And we have adopted it. It's part of our normal diet and all that. Couscous is something that is like from the Maghreb, like white part, Northern Africa. But now part of Arab. I also say it's not part of our normal staple food. So like very open, we are very open.
So that means we have chance of converting you. We as Nigerians, we have chance of converting Beninese to in the next 10, 30 years to adopt jollof rice as their main food. So you can start a restaurant and start selling jollof rice so that Beninese will get to start eating on those like. And then you see, okay, now let's talk about restaurant business. What do we need? If you want to start a restaurant business in Benin Republic, what is the requirement right now?
Well, the requirement has to be registered. You also have to be registered. Normally have a meeting number.
Issue number. What's the meaning of issue?
Identification. That's only an identification number that is used for individual and businesses. That number is unique to each individual. And it allows the ability to do business legally. While you have an issue number, you can supply to major chain. You can apply for public market, sell to government, sell to major supermarket. And then the legislation is set a way now that you can. Well, there's no way without issue number, you cannot have access to certain funds. You are very limited in the kind of business you are doing. So as a result, it's better for you to just go and start and get your issue number. your IFRI number now, you go to the Chamber of Commerce and register your business. But because of the sensitivity of food,
Yes.
we would have to register also, like people from the Ministry of Health have to come to your outfit and check the condition of food. There's a kind of card that they provide for your cook. You have to register your cook on so that your institution is going to be can be recommended on sites on Google Map. You can do a Google Map, all right. But the moment like you get their visitors that like they come and visit you, you're in trouble.
And
You have to get that wrong.
so what next? Just start running. That's the only requirement. But you get a place.
Nothing compels you to get a place actually. Because the car outside after. There's what we call like we have some delivery, food delivery businesses. From your home, you can start actually delivering food to people.
Okay, is it necessary to have a bank account? Because I'm just checking now and I see that you need a bank account and you need registration. Agents of promotion, agent for promotion, and then your like the happy.
Then bank account is not something that is compulsory. The reason being that some people have actually started their businesses with saving and loan, through money that they got from savings and loan. Yes. So the money that if you go to a saving and loan company, and then you are getting their money to run your business, there is no way they'll give you money for you to go and put your money into a bank account. You keep your accounts with them so that they can check your info and check how the investment is doing.
That's if they invest money, if they invest in their business.
Now, when you want to start delivering food to major corporations like maybe bigger companies, that is when you need a bank account. That's when you need a bank account because for it to be paid, most restaurants actually combine the activity of their normal day-to-day sales with catering service, so that they can actually optimize their operation and the return that they get from their sales.
All right. So now, okay, now, let's talk about running up the business in terms of
like based on what she said now. You know, most people, if before they start business, they have to go online. So by the time they check and they see this, they will definitely start taking just made that account on. Yeah. So are you trying to clear that you don't need?
No, most of the businesses that started on a small scale.
Majority of them don't even have a bank account, like normal bank account, before they even start the business. But again, Benin Republic is very flexible when it comes to collecting money. Momo is literally the bank account that everybody uses. People that receive money from you, people that you receive money from, basically Momo does the magic. So mobile money just allow everybody to just make transaction or you collect by cash. So you just going to start. Before you start the business, and you need to have a bank account and all that. It's just a normal formality. Now, as an entrepreneur, yes, we started our restaurant even before all this registration, right? We started serving people first. We started to do the whole thing before we even go and do other and the rest and formalities. So if you want to start, the most important thing is for you to know your business, is it actually serving the value that you want people to get? If you are starting a restaurant business, what is your goal for starting a business? You have something unique that you want to sell, certain kind of food. Are you a chef? Are you good with it? Have you run a restaurant before and you want to now put your business skills for running the restaurants into play, or you just want to find a way to get money? The worst thing you will do in starting a restaurant in Benin Republic is you starting a restaurant because you want to make profits. You will definitely be frustrated and you will not make a dime out of it. Start a restaurant because you are into it, because you have passion, because you love it, and because you think you can be able to do it in a unique way, and people will like your service so that you can have your own customers. Because restaurant business, their percentage usually is about 3% profit. There's not much gain in restaurant business like that. Even though it's easy to start, everybody wants to eat food. But profit in restaurant business is very, very small. But again, to even start, you still need certain gadgets, certain tools. So, Mr. Joshua, what would be those tools now that somebody will need to start? Basic stuffs.
Basic stuff. Like, it's literally, it's like, for every business you want to start, first thing is people. Basically, for any business in this modern day of social media and technology, is basically a food first. After, because the phone now can serve as a camera, phone can serve storage, phone can serve as your access to the internet. So, like, and everything like is inside the phone, like one.
What about
Logistics? Okay, before you get before you get an order that you deliver, you must use a phone to get the order. So after you get the order, then you can get a bike plate that you can set to go and do your delivery fee, and then you can opt in for a delivery person. Yes, that like for yourself personally, or you can go through any one of the delivery companies. Because there are so many delivery companies here in Benin Republic. There are different types that you can call on anytime, and then give them your food, they go and deliver it, and then start from there.
let's have this thing streamlined for people that are listening right now. Okay, so basically, if you want to start a restaurant in Benin Republic, here are 7 steps that you need to follow. If you can follow this step, I think you should be able to get yourself up and running to start your restaurant business. If you want to understand detail about this step, I have a video in my own personal channel where I talk about how to start a restaurant and I go in detail. But these are the steps. First, let me tell you the truth, you have to do your research. Now, your research must not be you going and be doing research as if you're a professor. What you are doing right now, you listening to this particular podcast, is your research to know what is working, what you need to do. So you need to do your research. Then second, you need to think about what are the legal requirements, right? What are legal requirements? Do I need to register? What do you need to do as far as legality is concerned? Madam Samiath just told us about the registration, which we say it is very important for you to go do it. But if you have something very good, you can literally start there as you go, you do it. If you want to go to the bootstrap level, then the next thing is your location. Where are you going to be situated? Which area? If you are in Cotonou here, you know Cotonou is very crowded. Look for area where you have a lot of people that would like the kind of food you want to sell. Are you going to focus on Nigerian food, Beninese food? What kind of food are you looking at? So you have to look at all those options. Then you set up your menu. Your menu, based on the kind of audience you want to attract, your menu will literally be the compass that you need, right, to target the people that will come and patronize you. Because if you have the menu that is targeting a Senegalese, and you are in a place whereby it's filled with Nigerians, they will not even understand your food, so they can't patronize you. Next thing is for you to now look at, in the place where I'm doing this thing, how is it clean? Hygiene is very important when it comes to food. Very important hygiene. When it comes to food, hygiene is not something you play with. Very seriously in this country. It's not like in some places, I don't want to mention name, some place where you can just do anything, any area, and you will still be selling. The hygiene here is very, very important. Then the next thing you look at is your marketing, right? How are you going to utilize your marketing strategy? What strategy are you going to be using? Are you going to be focused on getting people online? Are you going to be using influencers? Are you going to be going out with flyers? What options are you going to look at for you to get clients, for you to get people who are interested in your food, who are interested in food to come and patronize you? After that, then you now start thinking about how do you serve these people that are coming? Customer service in restaurants is very important. So how do you serve them? Are you just coming? Are you just cooking and serving them like that? You just cook. Your own is to just cook food, not to serve people in a way that they want to come back. That's a very important part. Then Point number 8 is, as you are starting, you are your own staff. So you are your own staff. You're starting alone. But if you have money, you can have 2 or 3 people to start alongside with you. We've seen a lot of our students here that started the business and by themselves at home. They are cooking, they are advertising, they are making their delivery, and they are selling, and they are making money. You can start like that. But if you have money, you can have 2 people or so to be part of your team. Then you move on. Any other team will come after these particular steps. These are the major steps for you to follow. These 8 steps are the steps you need to follow. We'll put the steps in the link below for you to be able to follow them to see how you can start your restaurant business here in Cotonou, Benin Republic. We would like to have your feedback. What do you want us to talk about in Benin Republic? Right? What do you want us to talk about in Benin Republic for you? What business are you looking into starting? What are the things you want to know? What information do you want to know about here, Cotonou? Because we're not going to do this thing for just a few episodes. After the episode, we are going to start doing things about outside of Benin Republic. So now is your only chance to get information about Benin Republic that will suit you and that will target what you want to answer. After a few episodes, we will not be talking about Benin Republic anymore. We'll be talking about general business, technology, management, and all that. So if you're interested, your questions should flood the comment so that we'll start taking those comments and turning them into our next episode to serve you guys. All right, guys. Let's have a word from Josh Tech.
Don't stop. Keep moving. That business idea, you need to do it, and you need to do it now. Don't procrastinate. It's very important. Thank you.
Madam Samiath, Alaja, give us your allergetic.
Okay. So, what I would like to let you know that Benin Republic is very open, and we are constantly looking for investors. We may not have talked about the possibility of you buying business, but it's something that you can actually experiment and explore when you are coming to the Republic. Make sure that you are informed that just do your due diligence, your research before you buy any building in Benin Republic, and make sure that you get somebody who can actually guide you through the process. This video is not enough to go through that. You feel free to contact us so we can direct with our people who can actually help you and provide you counsel in respect to that. We're expecting you in the Republic.
All right, guys. So here is where we call it a wrap. And every week we have the episode dropping for you guys on business, on Beninfo 247 Business Podcast. See you in the next episode.